Alright, welcome back to the Law of Gaming. This is the Law, and in this one we have a little treat. We're going to be showing off how to get to the area for the glitch, and then the glitch itself. So our first step is to go back to the very beginning. The first step, well, I guess it's not the very beginning, but might as well be. Close enough. And we are going over to where the first NPC that we talked to that called us maidenless, his name is Varre. We're going to go and find him. So it says, find yourself maidenless, off to Liurnia with you then. Seek the Rose Church west of the gate town. And it gives us our little gesture. Alright, so where he's going to end up being is like up in this area. So we got a little bit of riding to do. So the closest site of grace, and then let's get some traveling in. Again, this is going to be another one where for the purposes of this particular video, we're just kind of passing everything up and heading straight there. So don't roast me in the comment section if if you think I passed something or I missed something. We will come back to it, but we're just going to get these little mini quests out of the way first so that we can get to where we're trying to go to. And just because we're here, we're going to go ahead and grab that grape that we will use later on. So we go through this little pathway, and now we are out at the back side of the castle. I don't know why I called him a horse, but Site of Grace is right here. Now the only thing we will be stopping for are Sites of Grace and map fragments. So we just continue on east, or I'm backwards. Continue on west, just keep following the path. And just like, with a lot of things, you don't really have to worry about anything hurting you, attacking you. You're just going to ride right past on everything. That one took a little bit longer. And then once we get to the water, we're heading north. But we're heading north, but we kind of want to stay over here on this side. So these guys are annoying as hell, so just grab that map fragment and get out of there. They're not tough, but they are aggressive. Alright, so now that we got that map fragment, once we get our next site of grace, which is right along this area over here, we're going to pull that up and get a better idea of exactly where we're trying to get to. Let's go ahead and rest so that we can get rid of that aggro. Alright, so we probably will go get the other map fragment, but this island that we can barely see is essentially where we're trying to get to. But first, we'll take that off, and we will go get the other map fragment, which is right about here, I think. And oh, wait a minute, I don't think this is the island. I think we have to go much further over. I don't know, we'll go get the other map fragment first. I might be a little bit turned around. Would not be the first time. But once we do get there, we've got these little mini quests that we have to do, where we have to invade other players' world 3 times, The upside to that is we don't have to, once we get into their world, we don't have to do anything. We can literally just die and come back. And then we have to go get the blood of a maiden. And I will show you the way I do that, which, as far as I can tell of what I've seen of other people's guides on here, I haven't seen anyone. I've seen someone reference it once, but I've never seen anyone else actually do it. So, be a little thing. Oh, my marker was a little bit off. Alright, so we hit our side of grace here. And then we come over and grab our map fragment. Okay. So zoom in. Yeah, I was definitely way off. Over here is where you gotta go. If you're looking for this island that has this little structure on it, and the guy we want to talk to is right here on this side of it. Take that one back off. And it is a good little ride. But you do want to make sure of those while you're in this area, or any other area that has one. Avoid the lobsters at all costs. These giant lobsters are super deadly, and they have fantastic aim with this, like, I don't know, it's like a water jet thing that hits you like a freaking arrow, and it's deadly. So make sure you watch out for that. Just keep riding. Alright. Here we are. Pop on up. Now, if you do go inside the church, once you get into the middle of that water in there, a knight will come out and fight you. And he is a little grouchy, so be wary of that.
There you are. You claimed the great Rune and had your audience with the two fingers at the round table host. What was your impression?
Now, in order to progress, you have to say, they didn't seem right.
Your intuition says you were. My doubts have been piling up, you see. The words of the two fingers cannot be trusted. Truly, naught but rambling, senile delusions. I believe that when the Elden ring was shattered, the two fingers were corrupted, their guidance skewed. Even worse, the fingers harbor no love of our kind. That's the part that irks the most. Oh, I have a gift for you, something fit only for the wise. A means of circumventing the draw of the two fingers. Give it a try, won't you? It's easy. Maybe you get. I've high hopes for you, my lambkin.
Alright, you can read that if you want. I don't really do multiplayer much on this as far as invading other people other than just for this quest. So we're going to pull up our equipment menu. We're going to come down, we're going to find those fingers that he just gave us and equip them. And we cycle through, hit our festering bloody finger. And I've noticed that this goes a little bit quicker if you do both near and far. And then we just kind of stand here and wait to go into someone else's world. It can take a minute sometimes. Hopefully not. Some people say that if you go to a higher trafficked area, it goes faster, which I see the logic in that. However, I have done it myself, and I've not noticed much of a difference in the wait times. Alright. try to speed this up a little bit more. There we go. Now again, when this happens, you do not have to beat anyone, and the real downside to to this is that so the quickest way is essentially to just die. So I'm gonna let these guys kill me, but let's say it brings you back up in the Liurny of the Lakes. There's no cliffs to jump off of there, and the NPCs and such, they don't see you when you are the invader, so they won't kill you. So sometimes you can have a lot of running in order to get back here. So what we just did, we have to do that 3 times. Give it a couple seconds here. I mean, you can set that and then just set down the controller and walk away. But I'm too impatient for that. Wow, that's twice now that I've canceled it, put it back down, and it's immediately taken me in. That's a first for me. Okay, now it brought us out here to Caleb. Oh, there's now again, we don't have to fight these guys or this guy, but just to kind of show you. And typically they do have like a friend helping them. So, come on. Get it over with. Yeah, you go on then. I don't like it. The other dude was all happy. He almost died. Alright. And one more time. Now, I read an article that said, oh, and this one did it immediately. I read an article that said instead of doing this 3 times, that you could actually go invade an NPC somewhere up in the Altus Plateau area. That may or may not be true. I don't know. I know that I have tried to find the place to go to and haven't been able to find it. I don't remember how much effort I put into it, to be honest, but it is supposedly a thing. So let's say, for instance, that you're not paying to play online, you can't invade another player's world, you know, if you don't have the internet, you know, the game connected to the internet. So supposedly that's an option. I honestly don't know. But as you can see, we've invaded this other player's world. NPCs do not see us. Alright, hopefully this guy kills us. So once you do those 3 invasions, and again, you don't have to let the player kill you, because sometimes you can't even find the other guy. Most of the time what I do is I jump off a cliff. But we just got lucky in those 3 occurrences that they were right there. So once you do that 3 times, you come talk to this guy again.
So pleased you're here. I'm glad that you enjoyed my gift. I knew it from the very start. You have a taste for noble blood. I wish to anoint you a proper inductee, a knight to to serve Luminary Mode, the Lord of Blood, and establish a new dynasty. Luminary Mode has strength, vision, and of course, love. So, what do you say, my lad?
Tell him, anoint me?
Yes. Who would have it any other way? Now, take this for your final trial. Soak the cloth with a maiden's blood. Normally this ritual would involve killing one's own maiden and recanting the wisdom of the two fingers. But since you are maidenless, the blood of anyone's maiden will do.
Now, as far as I know, there are 3 maidens in the game that you can do this with. One is in Liurnia. Well, I guess 2 are. But she's right over here. And in this church area. Now, this one is a pain in the ass to do because the only way to get there that I know of is to go around this, come up this hill, and come on over here and up here. And there's this NPC invader who keeps, he causes frenzy, which is like he makes you go mad. So we will eventually do that, but that is just a pain. The other one is in this area right over here is what's called the 4 belfries, and you essentially take a portal back to the Chapel of Anticipation, which is over here where you first begin the game, and you there's a girl there that's already dead, and you just soak the cloth in her blood. But you have to do the transporter, you have to fight the Streecher, and it just takes a minute. So the quickest way is actually to come on down here where we grab the Morning Star, or close to where we grab the Morning Star in part 1. And right on the other side of this road is the 3rd maiden that I know of, Irina. And the beauty of this is you don't have to feel guilty about killing her because she's gonna die anyway.
Hello? My typing to ear for a moment, please. My name is Rune. I was sent from Castle Moon to the south. The servant there, to the guard. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, I think. But I'm scared I was sent to Harry from all over. My big father recruited me at the castle, but decided himself to stay. He said it was duty. The commander.
Now, technically, you don't have to talk to her, but I don't want to leave anything out.
We sometimes that every one of the companions are a secret. They haven't failed at all. I feel it's no different at Castle Moon. Please, don't worry. Would you mind putting a letter to my father? For the captain, and my soul wishes to see his feet. Even if his honor should be the course. Please. I just want you to be safe. Thank you. Please. And please. Take this.
Alright, so she gives us a letter to give to her dad. Now, again, you don't even have to talk to her. You can just kill her from the beginning. And I know this because I've done it before. And you can still pick up the letter off of her corpse. So we are going to just kill her. Alright, now that and she doesn't even fight you back. She does this little thing where she tries to repel us with magic, but it doesn't do any damage, it just knocks us away. So once you kill her, your rag automatically gets soaked. And then we can travel right back to this guy. Though we still have to do some. And I did not get a Sight of Grace over here. Are you kidding me? Okay. Oh well. Closest one is this one, and we'll just do some more riding. But there are multiple Sights of Grace here in the this lake area, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I spaced and did not grab one of them. Make sure I'm heading the right spot. Put a marker back up there. Okay. I feel like we're making pretty decent time in this, even with the conversations we've had to sit through.
Ah, my lambkin, you've completed your final trial, and with this, you are a formal inductee, a knight who will assist Luminary Mode, the Lord of Blood, in the establishment of a new dynasty. Now, give me your finger. This noble blood will be an immutable badge of honor once it's settled inside.
I'll give you the finger, all right.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
You just called us a little bitch. Alright, so he just cut off our finger, even though our finger is still on our hand.
That feeling of agony, for it is what binds you to Luminary Mode, to all of us. You have the sweetest scream, my lambkin.
Could you be any more creepy?
Oh, another thing. You should have this.
Alright, so this is what we needed.
A medal granted by the new Mogulin dynasty, with the power to grant audience with Luminary Mode. I've gone out of my way to provide one. But you mustn't use it just yet. The meeting must wait until the Mogulin dynasty commences. Luminary Mode yet slumbers beside the dynasty. We must endure a little longer.
Alright, even though he says that, we don't give a shit. We're going to, we go to our inventory, I'm going to come down here, hit X, and say use. Alright, so when it transports you here, and as you'll see, we are at this this underground area. Like if you click R3, it brings you back up to the top. Click R3 again, and it takes you to the underground. So the first thing we're going to do is we go up the steps. We're going to grab our map fragment off this corpse, and we're going to go up these steps, and we are going to hit this side of grace. Now, for whatever reason, we can't call our horse while we're up here, so we have to just jump off the cliff right here, and then we can. Super strange, I know. So from here, we are going to cover the two different methods of rune farming in this area. Well, there's three, but the third one we're not going to do until New Game Plus. So as you ride this way, you're going to hug this this cliff wall over here to the right, because if you don't, the skeleton, that one, is going to come up and just obliterate you. So the first method is called the bird method, and once we get to this river of blood out here, we just head to our right. We come to this corner and we start to get invaded, but we're not even going to bother with him. But once we get to that corner, we swing back to the left, and I'm starting to feel like I should. Did I go too far? No, I didn't go too far. Oh, I might have. Yeah, I went too far. Whoops. All right. No big deal. So ironically, that guy that just cut our finger off is the NPC that is invading us right now. How did I go too far? Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, so whenever you initially get to this river of blood, you turn right, and then you just come around on this, well, okay. So we hop off this cliff. Summon our horse. And we're gonna hug this wall to our right, because if we don't, a huge skeleton is gonna pop up out of the ground and just obliterate us. So we come on out here, we get to this river of blood, and then we stay to the left of it. Leave the caves alone for now. You can pick up some good loot out of there, but that's not what we're heading for. We're looking for this little hill right here, where these guys are walking in a convoy. And like always, you just run right on up, run right past them, and then hop off, hit this side of grace. And most of the time, they don't even bother with you, but if, for whatever reason they did, just rest at your side of grace and get rid of the aggro. Now, from here, from this side of grace, right here, which is actually called Palace Approach Ledge Road, so that you can't be confused, that's what it's called, this side of grace. You come over to the edge of this cliff, and there's that bird walking down there. Now, it does not matter if you're a mage, or, a knight, or whatever. If you're a knight, use a bow and arrow. If you're a mage, or an intelligence mage, use rock sling. And both of these methods, what will happen is, once you can hit him with rock sling, and it's not a huge deal, you can just keep trying over and over again. But once you hit him with rock sling, he kind of aggroes, he runs to the edge of the cliff, and then he falls down. And once he dies, look how much you just got there. And then hit the side of grace, rinse and repeat. Now the other method, which is a glitch, as in every sense of the word, we go back to where we started, which is the mausoleum entrance. Drop off the cliff, summon our horse, and again, hug the right side of the cliff so that the skeleton doesn't destroy you. Now, once you're over here and you get this big tree right here in front of you, bank to the left. What you're looking for is this corner here that has this white tree, and you're looking for the corner here. And you're going to hop up, and you get into this little crevice, and then you get to this ledge, and then there's an invisible ledge up and to our left. And once we get on it, you'll see that it's really not there. Oh my goodness. If you do have trouble with it, there we go. Someone even put a message there for us. And then once you hit it, hop right back on over here. Come on up. Come on up. Now, stop right here and make sure that you have a sword equipped. It does not matter what sword, but it does have to be a sword. This will not work with a staff. It will work with a dagger, I'm sorry. You have some sort of bladed weapon. But it will not work with a staff. and you come on over here, double jump off the cliff, and then just spam the R1 button, or RB if you're on Xbox. And as you see, as long as you're hitting this button, you don't die. And let's see, we started off with 11,000 runes. Once you do this for 59 seconds, you'll get your first hit, and then 28 seconds later, you will get 1 to 2 more smaller hits. Well, I call them hits, payouts. And there's our first one. As you can see what our runes came up to. And then just don't stop, just keep on going. Then you get one, and then a couple seconds later you should get a second one, or technically a third one. There's the other one. Now, if we just stop, we will die. And actually, even if you keep on going, eventually you will die. You don't get paid anymore. So, but you do have enough time to pull up your map, hit a site of grace, and fast travel back. If you do die, it is not a huge deal, because your drop to grace and your runes will be up on that cliff, and you can pick them back up before you jump off again. And so that is the Varre quest, and the the bird method to rune farm, as well as the glitch to jump off the cliff. And so that'll be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.